Priti Patel is a British Asian who holds one of the highest offices in the land, and her position as Home Secretary means that she's responsible for law enforcement and responsible for immigration under the Home Office. Two institutions that have been held to be institutionally racist in the United Kingdom, one under the Stephen Lawrence inquiry and the other following the Windrush scandal, both of which she's done jack all about. And then she comes out. She comes out with such boldness, the audacity of it, knowing fully well that the words that she's using as an ethnic minority is going to embolden racists and white supremacists. That is unacceptable. She's unfit for office.
Shola, I noticed too that she said the Black Lives Matter protests were dreadful. She did not condemn the far right protests. Do you remember those in London? That were really, lots of arrests were made, were sinister in nature, and deeply, deeply worrying at the same time.
Of course. But you see, this is why I talk about racial gatekeepers in my book. This is why I resist. I talk about them because you can't talk about the dehumanization of Black people without talking about racial gatekeepers, the self-serving token Black or ethnic minority that will sell their race for self-preservation. And Priti Patel just fits that to a T. What she's actually doing and what she's been able to do in her position is continually drive this divisive rhetoric that puts Black people in danger. So the way I see it is this. Priti Patel either has a morally bankrupt indifference to what Black Lives Matter and taking the knee symbolizes, or she's intentionally discrediting the movement. Either way, the impact is the same. For her not to understand that the ethos of Black Lives Matter was at the heart of the abolition of slavery, at the heart of ending the colonization of Black nations, at the heart of the civil rights movement in the 60s, be it in the US and the UK, at the heart of ending apartheid, to just name a few. How can she not know that as she's Home Secretary? I'm just trying to understand how people think that this kind of behavior is acceptable. And the problem here is racial gatekeepers, as far as I'm concerned, what they are progress blockers. Because they embolden white supremacy by enabling it, and they continue to embolden racist, prejudiced views, they are actually using the color of their skin, being Asian, being brown, to devalue Black people, to devalue ethnic minorities. And I find that unacceptable. Priti Patel is unfit for office. She most definitely should not be Home Secretary.